Welcome back, everybody. My name's APrater54, aka Adam, coach of the McChesney Park Slowpokes, and today I bring you the draft analysis for SPDA, formerly known as Puddle. I'm in the Luxury Ball division for this one, and it was going to be an interesting season, folks. We have a rather stacked roster of people and new opponents to play, and I'm rather excited. We have people like K. Sean coming back to draft after a break. We have some returning coaches like Nova Blader, Kaz, Lucario Man, and Roxos. But we have, other than that, I believe it's like 10 completely new coaches. So this is going to be interesting. I think it's 10. I'd have to look. But I was picked 11th overall. We get 120 points for 10 to 12 mons. And then I believe it's a 15 point Terra budget. 1 second. I was looking at the... I had it written down, but I think I wrote down the wrong number. It's 16 points this season for 10 and under. Then you get 3 Terra Captains, maximum of 3 Terra Captains, and must stay within the 16 points. And we get 3 types of our choosing, which is definitely interesting. The fact that we're going to have a minimum of 1 Terra Captain is definitely weird. But it is what it is. Like, why would you only want 1 10-point mon? Terra Captain and then save 6 points for your budget. That's just weird. But everything was going. I decided I'm going to do a laid back draft. It's not going to be like overly powerful like it was last season, because that was one hell of a goddamn pilot. I'm lucky I made playoffs, because there was a point last season where I just went on a losing streak. My health went to shit. And then I finally bounced back week 8 when it mattered, and it helped me make playoffs. Hopefully this season I can have a better record than 4-4. But we'll see how this goes. But first overall, for 18 points, I decided to take Latios. I've had Latios this gen, but I did not have Latios. And spoiler, all of the sprites on this are going to be shiny. Now that I have access to that folder, I can actually do shiny and non-shiny when I do my layouts. Half the time, majority of the time, my stuff's shiny anyways. I don't know. I'll have it be shiny in-game as long as I don't hate the shiny, if that makes sense. But Latios. This gets access to Flip Turn instead of Healing Wish, which is very good. Gets access to Luster Purge. I can lower their special attack by 1 if I get lucky. And, hey, having it raised to base 95 power this gen is absolutely amazing. 110 speed tier, 130 special attack, 110 SPDA, decent HP, all in all. Very good mythical. Well, would this be a legendary or a mythical Pokemon? I'll go with mythical. But, Latios, I want to see what you can do. This has more viability of being a Dragon Dance physical set, because it gets DD, Flip Turn, Liquidation, Outrage, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, you name it, it has it. But its special coverage is nothing to laugh at either, with the addition of Psychic. I believe this one gets Psychic Noise. I have to double check that. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to draft it. If it does not get Psychic Noise, then that is on me. But that is Latios. I look forward to seeing what this mon can do compared to its counterpart. I struggled with its counterpart because it didn't have all the same coverages that Latios has, but we'll see how it goes. Next, round 2. It came back to me, and I feel like if I didn't take this now, it was going to be gone. Welcome back, Iron Moth. I had so much fun with you in PDD, I had to run it back. This Mon can do so much. This can be Toxic Spikes, Morning Sun stall. This can be offensive with a Choice Specs or Booster Energy and smack things in the face. Just the fact that it has Bug Buzz, Dazzling Gleam, Discharge, Sludge Wave, Fiery Dance, and Energy Ball, it can hit a lot of things so well. And it just kills the things that want to kill it. Being able to just get that booster special attack and hammer things so hard is absolutely amazing. And I look forward to seeing what I can do with Iron Moth in this draft. They kind of sync very well with each other. The 3 times 4 resist to Fairy, which Latias is weak to. This is an Ice resist, which is Latias is weak to. These two, Latias still takes super effective from Dark and Ghost, but it's neutral on the Iron Moth. Doesn't really help much, but it'll make sense once we get into the next pick. Alright, Iron Moth, it was nice seeing you. We are going to hop on into Mon number 3. Mon number 3, we are going to take a trip down memory lane and do one of my first initial drafts this gen and pick up Scizor. For the first time in about 20 drafts, I have this Mon again. Hopefully I can do as well as I did with it then. Banded Bullet Punch does a shit ton, so does clicking U-turn right in front of things that want to swap into me, just because I can, and flex on them. Yeah, I love how this thing got buffed with Trailblaze with Technician. I love how it got knockoff back, that this has access to Vacuum Wave because of Scyther. That's a good way to hit on the special side, have some fighting priority to pick off things like King Gambit. Incredibly good. But all in all, I look forward to seeing what Scizor can do, whether I run it physical or special. And we are going to hop on into Mon number 4. Oh, Iron Moth was 16, Scizor was 14. My next Mon was 15 points. Might be on the pricier side, but I am not one to judge. Welcome, Mandibuzz. You're probably wondering, this is abnormal for him. He has 2 defoggers already. What the fuck is he doing this draft? Well, kind of taking it seriously, kind of taking it laid back. But we'll see what I can do. I would have preferred if this thing could Terra, because I want to have some fun trolling people with the weak armor. But it is what it is. Having access to Overcoat, Big Pecs, and weak armor is very good for this Mon. Incredibly bulky. Like, insane. Super effective hits. Barely one-shot this thing. They have to be like Specs Ice Beam from Bundle, and then it's like a roll. Which is insane that Max HP, Max SPDA can take a Specs Ice Beam from Bundle, but not a Blizzard. That's insanity. But all in all, access to Toxic knockoff, just like Scizor, is phenomenal. Being able to roost up my HP, set a Toxic, U-turn out, knock off things. Absolutely amazing. And main role here is defog, just to be annoying, being able to safely pivot. Also a plus. I look forward to seeing what Mandibuzz can do for me. It's actually my first time drafting this, so it'll either go well or it'll go bad. Hey, one way to find out. Round 5. For 10 points. We run it back because we don't learn. But this time, it's not a Terra Captain, but fucking Bronson Reed's here to land a tsunami on you again. It was fun using it as a Terra Captain. Don't get me wrong. But it's going to be one hell of a gamble using this without Terra. So, probably looking at my team right now, and I got a neutral to ground, I got a ×4 to ground, and I got a weakness to ground, and 2 immunities. That's kind of shaky and sus. but it is what it is. This is all about having fun at the end of the day, and Rhyperior, after it gets a rock polish off, if you can't one-shot it, let's have fun. We ball. We're gonna fuck around and find out, and yeah, let's have some fun. Got Lightning Rod here for the Mandibuzz, I got Solid Rock for its defenses, and I got Reckless for when I want to boost a Supercell Slam and punch you in the goddamn face. But, yeah, Rhyperior is here to play, and we are going to hop on into the next mon. This is our first Terra Captain for 7 points. Vikavolt with access to Levitate, absolutely phenomenal ability, especially if you Terra into, well, Terra into anything, you still have the ground immunity. But you can also be a defensive Terra and an offensive Terra and not have to worry about much things. Granted, Vikavolt's main things of struggling with are fairies, steel types, and ground types. Well, I solved that solution. We are Terra Steel, Ground, and Ice. Ice is here so I can resist opposing Ice, and also be able to smack the living fucking hell out of mons like Garchomp that wanted to sit there in front of me. That and Ice resist Ice. Well, we don't have Chien-Pao Legal, so this one isn't really needed for Ice Shard, unless I need to block an Ice Shard from mon like Baxcalibur, or take less from Icicle Spear from Kyurem. That'll be helpful. But the fact that this is a Terra Captain, it has so many things it can do. This gets access to agility, which makes it outpace mons like Chien-Pao if I run max speed, which is amazing. This gets access to sticky webs, lost access to roost, but this naturally gets energy ball, flash cannon, mud shot, which is a weak ass special ground move. Well, now I have Terra Blast to make up for that. So now I'm hitting opposing electric types even harder. I'm hitting opposing flying types with Terra Ice, and Steel's here for the fairies, for the rock types, so it's ground. All in all, this is pretty good. Granted, being Terra ground, I have weakness to water now, but what water type realistically wants to take a hit from a goddamn Vikavolt? Gastrodon. What does Gastrodon want to take? Not want to take? Energy Ball. Fuck around and find out. But, yeah. That is our first Terra Captain. Well worth the 7 points. And then we made this interesting. If I didn't get it this round, I was going to lose it to Pup. I took round 7 Iron Bundle for 19 points. Why it was still sitting there, I don't know. But I wanted a times 4 ice resist. I wanted a water resist. So I said, fuck it. This is going to be perfect for Rhyperior and Mandibuzz. And for Iron Moth. It kind of fits the bill so damn much. Oh, and it's perfect for Latias too. Okay, I'm weak to ice. I'm weak to fire. Here we go. Bundle come in. Sponge. Fuck you. I believe in PDD. I missed one Hydro Pump out of 11. Which is still pretty damn good for bundle logic. So hopefully I can do that same thing in SPDA, and we'll see how many kills I can rack up with bundle. Next, we are going to hop on into Mon number 8. We took another returnee from last season. Mimikyu came back for more fun, and why is that sprite there? Hold on. That's weird. That's not the original sprite. But we're going to fix that. It's supposed to be a shiny one. I don't know why. Setting. Browse. We're live editing, folks. Because I didn't want to save that. Alright. Mimikyu's here. Bray Wyatt is back. This thing actually made the kill leader board and it got its own MVP last season in just a little bit of games after replacing Florges. This mon is so much fun to use. People hate on it because they say it's the fairy you need if it's a last resort. That's just because you don't know how to use it. I'm sorry. It is not a trash mon that the people say it is. Granted, it'd be better if it got Poltergeist and actually got, like, Skitter, Spirit Break. But it needs an arm to Spirit Break. But it can Drain Punch. Huh. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Mimikyu is here. It's ready to have some fun. And we are going to hop on into the next mon. The next mon will be our second Terra Captain for 6 points. We got Decidueye Hisui. Granted, I am ×4 weak to flying. I have to cover that. I'm also weak to fire. I am weak to ice. And poison. So, the best decision for that was to make myself Terra Steel to be a poison immunity, an ice resist, a fairy resist, and a flying resist. Then we're able to hit opposing fairies incredibly goddamn hard. We're able to hit... What else is weak to steel? I already hit rock types very well with my fighting coverage. We'll come back to that. Ground is here to be able to break electric types that wanted to sit in front of me, as well as fire types that want to sit in front of me as well. They get blown back by Terra Ground. And last but not least, because Scrappy is absolutely fucking busted if you can get set up, we have Terra Fighting. So he can spam triple arrow on Ghosty Boys and be incredibly boosted. Hey, I may take a super effective flying type move, but it's not going to be ×4, but I'm going to smack you in the face for about 50% of your health. Would you like to play a game? Let's find out. All in all, this thing has phenomenal attack. The only drawback is its speed. Base 60 isn't a whole lot. It's either 60 or 61. I'd have to double check. But all in all, that's... It's going to be a very, very interesting pilot. I have to do this thing correctly. It's bulky as all hell, but its speed's the issue. But I do have the webs on Vikavolt. I have Tailwind on the Manda Buzz, and I believe the Scizor as well. I have Trick Room on Mimikyu to be able to bring this in for Scizor and the Decidueye. So all in all, it's not overly bad, but we'll figure it out. Alright. Next mon is also a Terra Captain, because I decided let's fuck around and find out. We got the 4 parts of the Infinity Gauntlet in Squawkabilly. Why is it the Infinity Gauntlet? Because they get Final Gambit and they will blow you back if you don't expect it. You're going to be sitting there. You're going to take it to the face. You can be like, Mom, I don't feel so good. And then just be out the field. Goodbye. It does 189 damage to anything sitting in front of it if I run max HP. That is a hit you do not want to take. If you are lower than base 82 HP, you are goddamn gone. Unless you are a Ghost type or Focus Sash. Goodbye. But all in all, I have access to all 4 of its abilities. We have Intimidate, Hustle, we have Sheer Force, and Guts. I don't know why I draw a blank on Guts. It's the one I run the most, which is freaking hilarious. So, we decided, since we want to fuck around and find out, we're doing Terra Flying. For Hustle Boosted Choice Banded Aerial Ace, which would be funny. I love how an ad showed up after all this time. And sheer force boosted Hurricane in the rain, Terra Flying is just absolutely ridiculous and hilarious. And then you have the Guts boosted Bright Birds that smack and hit like a truck. And then we have the Terra Normal boosted Facades that are going to smack you in the face. You got Facade, you got Double Edge. Oh, it can do so much. That and this mod has access to Parting Shot, U-Turn, Follow Play, Lash Out, as well as Copycat. Copycat is a very, very interesting move. If I bring this in on you and you use the move that just nuked one of my mons and I outspeed you, and I'm Guts boosted, if it's physical and it's super effective on you, you are going bye-bye. I don't care. And last but not least, we got Terra Ground to have an electric immunity and be able to break poison types and electric types and steel types that we can't normally touch. All in all, this is the trifecta of power for these 4 birds, and I look forward to seeing what Squawkabilly can do. Besides Sceptile, Squawkabilly is my favorite thing to fucking draft this gen. This bird is slept on. Like, people don't give it the respect it needs, but goddamn, will it make you respect it. When I almost 1v1'd a Skillagerd in an Uber's League when it was Terra is kind of fucked. So I'll take it. Okay, so my draft ended. I had 1 point. Grace period came around. I decided it's time for the boy and the girl. We got Pikachu. We're gonna fuck around, find out, see if we can get some kills with Pikachu, and we are going to laugh while we do it. Have the biggest grin on our face as a light ball boosted Volt Tackle just obliterates things. Smile. But all in all, that is my team. I look forward to using it, especially the Pikachu and the Squawkabilly and my other 2 character captains. And I am hopeful I can do Mana Buzz and Latios Justice as well as Decidueye because they're going to be my first time using it. But all in all, tell me what you think about the team down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And enjoy. I will catch you guys later. And week 1 will be against Maki. They have a terrifying, absolutely terrifying team. So this is going to be a close battle or a one-sided shit show. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, you guys enjoy your day. And I'll see you later.